Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at cheap ceramic coatings, and you might be looking at one of the coatings in front of me and saying, well, that's not cheap. And I would disagree, because this stuff is $60 for 150 mils, which in the grand scheme of things is actually quite cheap, because that's about 5 times the amount of coating as this one. And this is $13 for 30 mils. And this is the Mr. Fix 9H, which you can buy on Amazon. And the whole point of this video is, should you buy a cheap Amazon coating over a cheap, I guess, maybe I should say high value. I know manufacturers don't like being called cheap, but a cheap name brand coating, i.e. Seaquartz Light from CarPro. And what we're doing basically is each of these is applied to one door on the car, the sliding door on my new van, on either side. And we're going to see how long they go. So the reason why I've done it that way is A, the hood already has products on it doing a test. B, it keeps the exposure more equal. Like the side of each, when it's raining out or sitting outside, the bumper versus the door versus the fender, like match the panel, you're more likely to match the exposure. So each is on the sliding door, each getting exposed sort of similarly. Yes, I understand that the sides of the road tend to be the right side for us on a right-hand drive, left-hand drive, right-hand side of the road market. The right side's usually a little dirtier, but it's not like 20 times dirtier, so should be okay. Should still give us fairly balanced results, and we're going to see how long these can last in that setting without topping up. We have maybe down the road we can do a decon wash with a coating rejuvenating type product. You'll see strip wash in the back, although Adam says that is not for ceramic coatings, so I guess we'll have to, down the road, we'll get something else or think of something else. And just overall see the difference in performance. Now, I've gotten initial water behavior after a few days on the panel. They cured overnight, polished, panel wiped, all the good stuff. I even used eraser, a little eraser sample I had left over to do the panel wipe, so it was good by CarPro, which should be good enough for them. And yeah, so we'll see the initial hydrophobics after a few days. Note, this is dirty, it's not clean. And that is because I don't wash any fresh protection for 2 weeks, because why are you? Why should you? You should have no need to. Even if it gets super dirty, it's not going to hurt it. Let it stay dirty. Wash it every 2 weeks. Don't wash it before 2 weeks. There's no point. You're risking it. So that's basically it. We're going to cut now to just the hydrophobics, and you'll see what it looks like. It wasn't rained or anything, so it's not very dirty. So you're seeing basically what it looks like new. And once you get to the quartz light side, well, you won't question whether or not it's dirty. But without further ado, Okay, so with seeing that, with that being said, I bought this for $35 or $37 because it was a 2022 product at the end of 2022. It was into 2023, so it was basically being sold a month after its expiry, but it had been stored correctly and not opened. So once you open it, that's sort of when you start the clock, like give or take a year or two. So I should be able to use this up. I'm going to make a point to try and use it up because it's a waste of 150 mils worth of coating. But it's still performing flawlessly. As you can see, it is not expired despite the label. This is brand new. I just ordered off Amazon. I don't know if they have, no expiration dates. But as you can see, the hydrophobics on the Quartzlite side are quite intense. However, this hardened. Like this guy here is as hard as Quartzlite. So it's not a gimmick. There is definitely hardening components in there. However, and I've seen this before, and I used to believe that, whatever hardens, the harder it gets, the more durable it is. That's not quite true. There's products that don't harden that are durable. There's coatings out there that don't harden, and like Autoglim's coating doesn't harden. I wouldn't call that durable though, but overall, that doesn't really mean anything. So yes, it did harden. Yes, it behaved like a ceramic coating. It applied like a ceramic coating. And I'll throw some photos in here of the before and after of the sections during the polishing, just so you guys know what the paint looked like when the coatings went on. And I took the photo from the exact same spot with the exact same lighting, so you could actually see how many swirls were removed versus the people who take a photo of a swirly panel and then take another photo in like shaded reflections. I don't understand those people. So yeah, you'll see the panels, and I have one photo that I'll put in here as well of the coating on the panel so you can see what it looks like. The instructions are hilarious. The instructions are brutal. I have a photo of those if you want to try and read this, by all means. The page on Amazon was a little more clear. It's essentially a wipe on flash, wipe off type product with your typical wait times depending on your ambient temp. Obviously, it's a lot colder this time of year, so a little bit different in that regard. But other than that, that's all we've got right now. It's the beginning of the fairly long test. I mean, I'm only going until one fails, and I know Quartzlite's going to go at least a year probably before it actually fails. So we'll see how long this guy lasts and see if it can hold up. Obviously, the hydrophobics off the hop are not as good, so we'll see how long we hold on to even that. But yeah, other than that, we got more videos coming, I promise. It's taking me a long time to get to filming this part of it and editing it and whatnot. So, but yeah, we will see you guys very soon in the next one.